Greetings, YouTube. You know, it has been such a crazy week when it comes to praising and criticizing Kabam. As always, I'm a journalist. I want to be objective. I want to tell you the truth. I'm going to keep it 100. There are going to be times that if something is trash, I'm going to tell you it's trash to the point of boycotting, just as was the case on Tuesday when we had the newest $50 price tag for a 5-star daily card that was half of a 10K basic for the price of $50. Just really a disgrace and a total slap in the face for value given where the state of the game is. And then yesterday, Wednesday, we had what I consider to be, especially for so many players who wanted one of the new champions but didn't want to spend money, a great deal for those who had the units. And I got messages from people so excited because they had over 10,000 units saved up over the last couple of months. They did not go with Vision because they didn't want to spend the $100 it took to unlock the 10K unit price tag. And they got Killmonger and Sentinel and Captain America Infinity War, and I'm really happy for them. That was awesome. But really, one of the things that I was most excited about with this Infinity Dust / Infinity War month was the return of Vanquishing Blows. Now, if you're not familiar with this event, we've seen it a couple of times in the past, and I normally kill it in these events because I am an arena grinder that does a lot more fights than usual, and it just so happens that Blade is coming out today in the arena, and so a lot of people are going to get a chance to put together a lot more fights than they're used to. And so this is just free Infinity Dust and free chances at units and revives and potions. What could go wrong? I mean, literally, how could Kabam screw something so easy up so royally? Well, just when I think that I have underestimated the company's lack of understanding or even self-awareness, I see what I see right here. So if we go to a solo event and go to the Mad Titans Vanquishing Blow, we will see a very similar screen that we saw in the past with events, a 24-hour event with 5 different milestones and the cutoff starting at 48,000 points. All of that is very familiar. None of that is any different than what we've seen in the past. And then when you open this up and you look at the milestones, the milestone rewards, other than, of course, this Infinity Dust, which isn't that much, but still better than nothing, is similar. We have things that we're always used to seeing from these milestones. You got that second milestone with the 3-star Sig Stone. You've got a very, very clutch level 1 revive after that. And then really what I normally do if I'm not able to grind to the very top of the event milestone is I always want to get those free 25 units. If you do that every day, you get so many units so fast, and it's just a beautiful thing. And if you're doing the arena at the same time, you're getting battle chips and getting units on top of that. So a fantastic way to get free units and Infinity Dust. How could this be a negative? Prof Huff, I saw the title of your video. You're saying that this is insane, that it's ridiculous. Why? Well, in the past, it has said things like, use champions and defeat your opponents with a special 2 for points, which is great, because we all know what special 2s are. Or a heavy attack, or a light attack, or a special 3, or a special 1. Or there have been a couple occasions where we've been asked to do this with random things like shock, or bleed, which isn't the most ideal, but I get it. It's good to use those champions, and there are a lot of champions like a Thor Jane Foster that instantly become really good in those events. But now, Kabam has made this so freaking specific that the majority of your champs are completely useless for points in the event. And if it just said use cosmic champs and defeat your opponents, I'd be like, well, that's kind of weird. And there's 6 classes, and so 5 out of 6 classes are going to be completely useless in this event. And so I would actually complain about that. If you'd said to me, now it's just a specific class of a champion, period, I would think that's kind of shady. But they don't stop there. Oh no, this is Kabam. We're going to double down on our sketchiness. Then they keep what used to be the requirements with the specific class. So now we have that same special 2 requirement that we did for the last event, only now only 1/6 of the champions in your roster get to actually gain you points. And this is going to be tough for me, somebody who has almost a 700,000 roster. But I can't even imagine what this is going to be like for the average player that has like less than 100,000 rating, or even if you're 100 to 200,000, you don't have that many cosmic champions. And if you do, they're probably not going to be used in the arena, or you're going to have to bring them into questing. This is one of the weirdest, shadiest, most specific, unnecessarily specific events we've seen. It didn't have to be this way. They could have just brought it back. I don't get it. I was stunned. And then if you want to make this even stranger, and please tell me why this is, because I've seen this in the forums, I've commented myself, I have no explanation. We're talking about cosmic champions, right? You go to more, and there's one big disclaimer. This is excluding Vision and Vision Age of Ultron, who are freaking tech champions. Are you excluding them because you gave us the ability to whale out and get OG Vision in the past month? Not sure why that would be relevant, but here we are, staring at two tech champions in a cosmic event and being told that we are being excluded from using them. And I don't know if that means that we can't use them on offense or defense. I would think it would be offense, but they're not going to get you points anyways because they're not cosmic champions. Why is that there? Why is that there? The iTunes user agreement has more value in terms of readability than that damn thing. So Vanquishing blows. So excited to do it. Now I may not reach that 25 unit milestone the entire month. And I'm ticked off. I'm annoyed. All of this is a self-inflicted wound to the foot because Kabam had a fantastic, fair system set up in the past, and they screwed it up because they got greedy and they wanted less people to get Infinity Dust, less people to get the free revives, which really, really could help in this month's Thanos uncollected or master or even heroic quests at the end. So they're screwing you out of revives, right? Revives, potions, units, 3-star 6 stones, 4-star 6 stones. They're taking it all away so they can be more specific in these events. And Kabam, I praised you yesterday, and I was so happy to do it. I want to give you credit when you deserve it. But just when you start to earn my trust back, you put out this trash. I'm going to have to start going back to counseling because Kabam has given me significant trust issues. And there's no denying that they do one good thing to get the community pretty excited, and then they pull this, and it's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. I wish I didn't have to make this video, but at the same time, I know there are a lot of people who are saying this, so hopefully you watch this and you say to yourself, hey, at least he's the voice of the community that doesn't want to be silenced, because Kabam, if I typed this in a forum post and I posted it, they would instantly delete it. So I'm so thankful for 2018 and YouTube, because Kabam cannot silence these kind of videos even though they want to. And overall, Kabam, go back to the other forum. The best thing they can do is to say, hey, we screwed up. We wanted to do X, Y, and Z. It didn't work, so we're going to switch the rest of the month events back to what they used to be. Take out the class-specific requirements, and then just keep everything else. And I think everybody will be happy, and life will go on as it should. But until then, shame on you, Kabam. This is top-tier trash, and I definitely don't like the fact that you are hurting our trust once again.